When you coughed, I got really nervous.
Got really nervous.
Y'all got stuck in here forever now.
Y'all got the Ronas. You got Rona. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome to our new studio.
Yeah, this is the new spot. This is our social distancing spot. We're doing our part, even though we're close to each other.
I bathe in hand sanitizer, so it's fine.
I just want to be clean.
They dip me in like Achilles, you know?
Oh, no. But yeah, we're hanging out at the house today because, we don't want to be out.
Being responsible.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we can drink more here, which is just spectacular, especially since...
I guess there's nothing really stopping us from drinking at the other place because we have a beer tap over there. But
yeah, but we can drink more irresponsibly.
I was going to say, nobody's going to judge us here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Especially since it's your birthday today. Oh! Walker's birthday. Cracking the ear mics, or the mics here.
I walked in. Jake freaked out. He's like, "Walker, is it your birthday?" And I hate being the guy that's like, "Hey, everybody, it's my birthday!" Like, I just so like
bullshit. He walked in with a giant sign on his shirt that said, "It's my birthday. Congratulate me."
That's one of our hoodies.
I had like a sash and a crown that said "Birthday, bitch."
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Oh man. Well, anyways, welcome back, guys. This has been a weird couple of weeks here.
Yeah, not a fan.
Haven't really known what to do. I mean, luckily, I still have been working. It's just been really limited hours, and it's quiet, you know.
I'll say this: my place is immaculately clean. Yeah, because all I've been doing is working from home on my computer and cleaning.
See, that's the one thing I haven't done yet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait till next or this week now, because this is the week of boringness that I'm just gonna clean more. Because last week, I'm gonna be honest with you. We'll just roll right into the first question I had of what we did during our first week of quarantine. My first week, I'm going to be real honest, the least healthy week of my life. Absolutely. Just, if my week was filled with going to work for 4 hours a day and then coming home, and even before work, eating, drinking, and playing video games. That's been my existence this last week. It is awesome. Just, it's so, I feel so... beyond anything that I've tried to do to make myself healthy in the last year. I just feel like it's just been wiped off the face of the earth for me.
See,
this last week of quarantine.
That alone gives me hope, though, because the second that we all are able to like join each other back in society, we're all going to appreciate each other a lot more.
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely.
That's going to be so nice.
I can't wait because dude, bars.
Yeah.
The first week after it's all over with,
they're going to be fucking
we're going to be
crazy.
fucking slammed. Every day of the week will be slammed, guaranteed.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
People are starting to realize, like,
you know, people are going to be buying your merch. They're going to be buying your beers to take home.
They're going to be buying our merch.
And our merch. Yeah. Hey.
Even though you don't have to, quarantine doesn't really affect our merch, but I'm like, what I'm on it, though. But yeah, I think you're right. I think people are going to really appreciate, like, what they took for granted before.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you can still... What they're missing out on the social gatherings,
right.
All those key points.
I mean, you can still go out.
Humans are very social creatures, so this is a really odd time for everybody.
Right.
Most definitely.
And I mean, you can still like go out on walks and still go out and everything. You just everything's closed. You can't go anywhere. You can't go sit with a friend at a bar. You know, that's closed. So it's just
like even just going and getting stuff at a restaurant, like a sit-down restaurant. Like, I mean, even before this, but like thinking about this openly now, like I can't remember the last time I went to B-Dubs. And just like sat down, got some wings and shit.
Yeah, that sounds nice, doesn't it?
Can't do that right now. Anyway.
No,
I had wings yesterday. It was so good. I had the ones from work.
I'm actually going to blame myself for this whole situation because every year on my birthday, there's some sort of catastrophic event. Every March, look up March 23rd every single year, and there's always been something. My 21st birthday was a blizzard. Nobody could show up to my 21st birthday,
dude.
so I drink alone. Every year since, it's either snowed, like flooded, locusts, blood rain, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all the normal stuff.
Yeah,
the
just
usual,
the normal stuff.
usual.
You know.
So what else have you guys done during?
Midwest, we face that every year.
What else have you guys been up to for your first week of quarantine here?
Well, so my girls have been home with me because there's no school. There wasn't school for the past week. So,
so have you been like doing like homeschooling?
Oh,
then?
fuck yeah.
All right, so
and it's been great.
Question for you:
Very
How?
cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how has that been? Because I've seen people on Facebook, obviously, my friends who have kids and everything, and doing homeschooling. Are the schools giving you resources to use?
Now
or?
they are. They treated the last week like that was spring break, basically.
Okay.
So now they're going to be handing out like Chromebooks to people that don't have computers and like actually having actual classes and homework and stuff.
They're still providing the resources to help you to homeschooling your kids.
Yeah,
basically.
but for the past week, so I invested into ABC Mouse for my oldest daughter.
Right.
So it's like that training software for like reading and math and stuff. And then we've been playing like math games and flashcards and. I did a little trick for her because Lily actually likes video games a lot. She likes to play games and stuff. Like she'll play. I got her the Entitled Goose Game.
Oh, nice!
She absolutely adores it. But I tricked her and I was like, "Oh, you want to play a Disney game?" So I got her into Kingdom Hearts because I was like, "Listen, this is gonna make her have to read."
Yeah.
And so she's been reading the entire time and she's blasting through that game.
Nice.
Like she hasn't died yet. She's 7.
Good game to start.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like
the newest one?
Yeah. Well,
She's shit kicked out of me.
she's on the easy mode, of course, but I mean, she's still kicking ass. So I'm really impressed.
So
the easy mode.
So do they have like a set criteria of things that you have to get through in order to finish this year off, or no? So they're just basically taking this last month, right? Because they get done in May.
Yeah.
So the whole month of April, they're kind of just handling as if school ended early. So they're gonna still. So kids are still gonna move.
It depends on the age range. So like the younger kids, it's gonna be like, okay, practice this stuff, and like if you have a chance to fill out some sort of like assignment thing, you can do that.
And they're still gonna advance them into the next year.
Yes.
That's cool.
What about high school kids, I wonder?
So that's a little bit different. So they actually have organized classes, but like, so say that you were taking like AP chemistry, you're taking a music class or whatever else. Those are no longer the situation. So you actually, everybody's taking the same classes right now.
Oh, online.
So yeah, so they're all taking like the same classes and learning the same stuff because that's the only way that they can actually monitor everybody at the same time.
Oh, gotcha.
However, if you are taking an AP class, you have to take that extra as well. So like if I'm taking like regular English, regular math, regular whatever else, but also taking AP biology, I still have to take all these classes with everybody else, but I also have to do my AP class as well.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
so
different.
because I know with college, because my sister's in college, and hers is interesting because she's in an art school, but like they're obviously doing everything online because they have the resources available to do that. So it's like they're still doing the same classes, they're just doing them online.
Yeah.
You know, it's just every class went to either not even a hybrid class anymore, went to an online. So I was interested as like how middle schools and high schools, how they were navigating that territory at all. But because basically, I mean, everybody's done with school. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's going back.
It's brand new territory for everybody, and I'm surprised there wasn't kind of a system set up for this in case something like this were to break down.
I don't think
we've been on the brink of like apocalyptic mayhem for
well,
decades.
here's the thing, and I said this on the last episode, on our live episode last week too, is as far as uncharted waters go, we are in a very similar situation as to what we were in 9/11. Nobody knew how to navigate this territory. Like, we all knew after it happened, we all played that card of like, oh, we should have known that something like this could happen. Same with this. We all know something like this should have or could have happened.
Yeah.
We should have had stuff in place. But, that's basically, what do they call that? Where you look back and
hindsight.
Go, in hindsight, oh shit. It's like a hindsight thing where it's like, oh yeah, we should have known. How ignorant of us. And it's like, well, okay, but we didn't. So now we have to navigate this, and it's just a weird, interesting thing watching all these businesses, and I will say, if there's one thing that I think is fucking hilarious about all of this, the little light here is watching the senators and shit try and navigate these waters and seem smart about it, because it's like, we all know now you guys are the biggest fucking retards. Like, you're all stupid.
Did you guys see
dumb.
that one guy that freaked out on the Florida mayor
in Florida? Dude, that was
yesterday?
amazing.
That was absolutely fantastic.
Was good for that dude.
Yeah, seriously. He deserves a medal, or like he deserves to be mayor.
Yeah,
well,
fuck that woman.
Just the sheer intensity that he brought to that hearing, and obviously at least the clip that I saw, like it didn't have the pre freak out. It was kind of like a clip taken out. It was like, oh my god, like Florida governor, or like politician, something freaks the fuck out, and then boom, you get it. But with the context of like, he's on it, dude. Like, he's hitting every fucking point in the heat of like the intensity and the frustration that you can clearly feel, and everybody else in the room is like, nobody's like, hey man, calm down. They're just like,
Makes sense.
Bunch of old dudes. Like,
I don't know if I saw the video.
Oh my God,
I heard about it. I don't think I saw
Holy
the
shit!
video.
I gotta show it to you.
Yeah,
Maybe between this and the live. But it's so good because the guy's just like, listen, like you didn't take any action, and you're sitting here. We're collecting money from people that don't have paychecks left.
Yeah,
and like
to turn their appliances back on.
Yeah,
because they turned the grid off. Yeah,
on these people.
And then had
what a fucking asshole,
dude. And he just lays it out. Now I wish I'm gonna have to look into it further to see what was going on during that hearing.
I read the article and it was really interesting. But yeah, it's basically just that. Like the entire meeting was just about people that were just like doing shit wrong, like basically like being corrupt in the time of pandemic.
Right.
Sick,
so it's
dude.
Like,
and speaking of that too, not to cut you off.
You're good.
Any person in Congress currently that after these meetings is going out and shorting stocks needs to get fucked and go to prison because that's insider trading. Yeah. And they're all doing it. Every single one of them is out there doing it. They're getting done with these little meetings that they're having, and they're out there knowing exactly what stocks to short and what ones to go long on. And it's like, go fuck yourself.
There's a difference between that, selling your stock and doing it as insider trading. But the thing is, the timing is so convenient that like there needs to be investigations throughout the entire government. Because it's like,
yes.
I was like, how did you know to sell all of your stocks? Like 3 days before this entire pandemic was released in the United States.
Well, but the thing is too is they know exactly. I mean, going into these, like especially like when they had the governors' meetings with the president, they all know going into this what's going to close ahead of time. Yeah. They know what's going to be essential, what's not. They knew that all of that before we did. So the fact that they're going out and immediately after that going and messing with their portfolios, it's like, dude, get fucked every bit of the way.
You're profiteering on people that clearly don't know any better because you're not telling them this information.
Like you're the bane of our existence. Yeah. Like you realize you're the downfall.
You should all be in prison.
Yeah. I think we've all known that congressmen should be in prison too.
But Jesus Christ, this really cements it in though.
Now I will say Dan Crenshaw, who is a Texas senator. Sorry if I got that wrong. He was a SEAL. He's got an eye patch.
Okay, yeah.
That guy, he's a fucking G. He needs to be president. That guy's fucking awesome. He is calling out every single one of these people on their bullshit. Every one of them. Doesn't matter what side they're on. He is calling them out. Like they get done with these meetings and he is targeting people. Like, hey, stop fucking around. Like we know what you're doing.
That's right. He was on Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah. He's like the American citizens know what you're doing. Like I'm seeing what you're doing, and it's like, dude. Hey, this guy needs to be running the world.
It's the guy that looks like Solid Snake.
Yeah.
He's an awesome motherfucker. He's got so many crazy stories about him after he got elected. Like even before he got elected, just the stuff that he would say. It makes sense why the people elected him because he speaks the truth, and it's so awesome. But so everybody else can get fucked in Congress.
Well, because I mean, it seems like on top of all the political pushing, and like they even touch note on that during the Florida hearing, because like. One of his biggest keynotes during his kind of like freak out moment, he pointed out that like you care about the dude's opinion that they were talking to, like you care about this guy's opinion of you over the people that you're stealing money from,
over the people that elected you.
Exactly, and then you're begging for votes at the during the next election period. But like with that, how even like on a social media aspect of things, like. Shit's getting hilarious.
Yeah,
like it's crazy watching these people go back and forth each other. Like what was it, yesterday or the day before that? Trump went out and he didn't like point fingers or anything, but he called out a bunch of governors for like shit talking the government.
I saw him. I saw a little article saying that he bashed Pritzker,
and then Pritzker went back on Twitter and was like,
"No
dude,
fucking way! These guys are going on Twitter with each other again."
And
this is amazing.
And that's the part that fucks me up, dude. And like I talked about this yesterday, but it's like, dude, like why are we having these conversations on Twitter? Like,
if this isn't clear evidence of a major need for checks and balances between the government and the people, I don't know what else.
we need REM playing in the background this entire time. Just
dude,
the end of the world.
That's what you know it.
And just have all the tweets scroll.
It's like ridiculous. It's so comedic just watching all of them go back and forth because it's like you're all just fucking puppets for the money.
Exactly, but like those are the dudes that we're supposed to trust in this time.
But we all know at this point.
I feel like we're living in the montage of like a Fallout situation. Like we're living inside that like that thing where it skips scenes where it's like, oh, this happened and then this happened.
Cool. What shelter are we going into?
Fuck.
Vault 76.
Vault 76. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Actually, no, that one was.
Yeah, maybe we don't go to that vault.
Well, they all survived. 76.
True.
There was no experimentation.
All right, then we'll go 76.
Not to go into lore or anything. Apparently they had a huge party before they opened the door.
True that. Anyways, I had another question I was going to ask. I don't remember what the fuck it was at this point, but anyways, what else have you guys been doing? You've been
so I've been doing web design for some people just as a freelance project because I figured like there's a lot of people out there that need online businesses to make extra money on the side.
Oh yeah.
And people are like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do that. And so I built a website for my design company and then just been helping. I have like 4 or 5 clients right now that I'm working with just to get websites and stuff up.
Nice.
But they're,
so
they're nice like designer websites.
And they are really good websites.
Yeah,
so if you need a website design.
Yeah, is it cool if I share the link?
Go ahead,
so it's just go to www.astrodesigncompany.com. So it's Astro Designs is the company. So
Fuck yeah.
It's awesome.
Really tasty logo.
We'll put a link in the description too for that and everything.
That'd be great, man. Appreciate that.
What about you, man? What have you been up to during this first week?
Pretty much the same as you, man. Just been playing Call of Duty, and as much as I hate to say that out loud, after years of being loyal to Battlefield and everything else, just Warfront's so much.
But
fun.
let me tell you, they fucking nailed it with this game, dude.
You guys know the PlayStation's having a bunch of sales right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the entire BioShock collection. I bought all the Witchers.
Holy shit, dude!
I
Nice.
spent $20 to get The Witcher and BioShock. So,
Nice,
dude. And that's
actually
The Witcher. If you get all the DLCs and shit too, like
that's cool. That's a
month of content, dude. Like it's a lot.
While.
I've never played the Witcher games, but I'm having a hard time controlling it.
Good.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard as
the
fuck.
combat's
Not
intense,
supposed to
but
be an easy game.
It's not easy. But I'm 30 minutes into it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
It's a part
How
of
do
it,
I get on
dude.
this horse?
How the hell did I even get here?
Ah, God damn it!
You rub my lamp?
You wake me up.
Oh shit! Yeah, so we've been on the same page, just playing.
Like my diet hasn't changed, but
I feel like
the
everybody's
same.
kind of in that same boat right now.
Yeah.
We're stuck at home.
I think the second week will be everybody just get. I think the first week everybody was like, "Cool vacation," and then the second week everybody's gonna be like, "Okay, I need to
What am I
fucking
gonna
learn
do?"
something or do something."
And I think that's something that's that I want to kind of showcase as well. Is like people should be spending at least an hour a day doing something that's going to benefit you for the future.
most definitely.
You're never going to have this opportunity where you sit at home
idle hands
ever again.
Yep.
Like this is never going to be the situation.
I will say I have been listening to books and reading and everything, so I have been doing that, and I've been doing like some very light workouts and shit. But yeah, I have been doing some stuff to like help better myself, but I definitely haven't spent as much time as I could be. I'm almost done with the one book that I've been listening to, which is awesome, but it was such a long book, and I finally got the time to like.
Which one was it?
It's it's a surfing one. Let me get the name here real quick. It's William Finnegan is the guy's name. He was a pro surfer way back when. Yeah, doesn't that sound like a fucking no. Flanagan. Yeah.
Flanagan,
Even better. I was gonna say,
and I don't remember the name of the book.
Flanagan, man.
I can't pull it up right now, but it's kind of like literally a autobiography of his life.
Nice.
And like how he got to where he was, and it's crazy all the places this guy used to go, like because he was the old school surf. So the places that he was going to as a kid, or when he was in his teen years, were untouched at the time.
Yeah.
And I mean they were just wild waves. Like the dude, he talks about he got malaria like twice.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, just in the middle of a third world country, and just was living his life and surfing, and it was just wild. It's a really cool story.
For a second, I thought you meant that he got malaria while he was surfing, and I'm like,
bit by a mosquito in the ocean.
Gotta watch out for those water mosquitoes.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe, who knows? But but it's kind of cool just to read through that book.
That is interesting.
Oh hell yeah!
And see his development through life and the struggle. Man, that kid went through some shit.
My sister is actually in Hawaii right now, and she's dating a surf instructor, and so they're always.
That's my dream.
You want to go date Trevor?
No. I mean, my dream is to be the surfer.
And date my sister? There's no good. No. But no, she's loving it down there. But yeah, she's also a nurse down there, so it's kind of fucking crazy. So she's a travel nurse, so she gets to travel. Last time she was in Laguna Beach, California, and that's when I went to go to California to go pick her up, and then like a month later, she got to move to Hawaii, and yeah, she just extended her contract, so she's down there for a while. But it sounds like it's just freaking nuts.
All right, it is Finnegan. It's Barbarian Days. A surfing life. That's
Barbarian Days by
William Finnegan.
William Finnegan.
That's
Willie.
That's like the least surfer bro name that I've ever heard.
That's pretty solid.
Will Finnegan.
Will Finnegan.
I don't know. What do you think like is a surfer name?
Scooter Majuder. I don't know.
Scooter McJuder.
How about team of the Scooter
about
boys?
Kelly?
Wait. Do you guys remember SpongeBob, the surfer fish dude? That's like, oh, dude.
Oh yeah,
Brah.
Yeah, I think his name was Scooter.
actually, I think the most
Was
like,
it Scooter?
Yeah, it was.
Koa. That's probably the most like anything with a K is like a super is a super surfy name nowadays.
Kill King Koala or
Kill King Koalas. Killing
King
koala
Kong.
chlamydia. The hell's wrong with us? We've
One
been
pound
in
at
1
a
week
time,
of
man.
quarantine and we're fucked. Anyways, what were you saying? You were saying something about.
Oh.
Oh yeah, your sister.
Oh, I was just saying how she's a nurse down there, and she's talking about how just understaffed and how
everywhere.
Overpopulated some of these hospitals are getting, and she's getting all this overtime, but like it just seems like so goddamn crazy.
Yeah,
so.
it's wild. Walmart is doing. Is it Walmart or Target? Walmart just raised their hourly for every employee by $2 an hour.
Damn.
Yeah. Until May, I think.
McDonald's is trying to do the opposite, where they're not offering, or they're fighting the government so that way they don't have to offer sick pay to any of their employees.
Why?
Sick, dude. Try
Because
it.
they're McDonald's, and
Yeah.
they can be like, "Listen, we're one of the biggest corporations ever. Fuck you. Like,
Cool.
we're our own government.
Then
Shit."
get out of our country.
Yeah.
But they're in every country.
Yeah, go to
That's
the other
cool.
ones. Watch yourself last
Yeah,
without your
what a
fat
bunch of
ass Americans.
Fucking shitheads.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that. Everybody's like, "Yeah, I guess I won't go to
Burn 'em.
McDonald's for like
Burn 'em all.
a week."
Burn them all.
Dude, that's gnarly.
So
man.
when the boogaloo takes off, we know where we're hitting first.
Dude,
All of the McDonald's.
I'm gonna be stocking up on those frozen breakfast burritos.
Hey, just get the cheeseburgers because they
Shit.
never mold.
Yeah,
So
they
you can eat
never
them
mold.
forever.
They're good
I'm
forever.
just raiding the freezer, dude. Like taking all them chicken tendies, taking all them nuggets.
Just leave the ice cream machine.
But
It never
Corona.
works.
It's broken.
By the way,
Sneezing's
we
not a
know
part
for a
of
fact
growth.
your ice cream machines are never broken.
Yeah, they're not broken,
We know that you
pieces
just don't
of
want to
shit.
clean them, you pieces of
Yeah.
shit.
You guys
Just
are assholes.
pieces of shit.
Fuck McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
I'll
I
say
used
it
to eat
publicly
their-
right now.
You've been perpetuating fatness in America
Yeah.
for way too long.
You're literally the worst fucking company that's ever been created.
Started
ever.
off as a really nice company,
And
like
then
a
now
mom
we
and pop,
hate you.
but
Now, as a
now
real
you're
estate
shit.
company, you're genius.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But everything else you can suck an ass from.
Because they can turn any building into a McDonald's.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, you got an old machine shed? We can McDonald's
yeah,
that.
we got it.
We can
You
McDonald's
got an
that.
underground bunker? Toss
The
McDonald's
world's
in there.
first McShack.
McShack. We'll fix your car and
Yeah.
give you burgers. Don't mind the metal shavings.
They're like, oh, hey, we can open a smaller McDonald's inside this one other McDonald's.
But guys, wait
Exception.
a minute. Exception.
God damn it.
What if we put an even smaller McDonald's inside the McDonald's that's in a McDonald's?
Ooh. Call that the McGangbang.
The McGanger Banger.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever used to get the McGangbang
Yep,
back
all
in
the
high
time.
school?
Oh, every
All the
time.
time.
I
So
Dude,
bad.
that's all
Double
I get.
cheese and a
Jesus,
McChicken.
It's so bad for you.
Dude.
It's so gross, but I loved it.
It's so
Was
good.
anything any of us did in high school good for us?
No, not at all. No.
Name one, Drake.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Was anything good? I'm just trying to think of high school, and I'm like, what did I like in high school? And I'm like, Code Red, which I still fucking love, but I don't
Yeah.
drink it anymore.
I don't drink any pop.
Oh man,
Yeah, I
I'm
try
trying to
not
cut
to.
back on soda, but yeah,
Actually, I had soda last night because like they're not making coffee at work or whatever.
yeah.
And because freight is still essential, so luckily enough I've been able to continue working. But it's from the CDC, like they've been paying a lot of attention to that, so it's like a company wide policy, like no coffee, like no food, like just fucking gut it,
Right.
And I was with those night shifts, man. I was like, I needed some caffeine. I didn't pre-prep any coffee or anything, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy some soda. Because I'm not, like, unless it's in a mixed drink, I'm not drinking soda. Like, I'll
Right.
drink juice.
Same.
I'll drink fucking milk before I
All right, bud. You good?
before I drink soda. I hate the idea of drinking milk by itself. It
See,
just
dude,
sounds gross.
that's why I drink almond milk now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
such
I
a
don't really
great-
mind milk that
it's
much.
such a
but
good alternative. I haven't bought milk in years, and it's just because almond milk I think tastes better.
yeah, the alternative stuff is like way better.
Ever since I saw Fergie's video for MILF Money, I've been cool with milk.
MILF
so,
Money?
yeah.
Oh yeah, where
pretty
she
good
pours
video.
it all over.
But she's
her.
like in a bathtub full of it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm cool. I'm good with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what the soda thing, but I ended up.
Fergie's a babe, dude.
She is.
She's babe.
Yeah.
She's like 40 something, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's cool.
Her,
Get it,
Jennifer.
Fergie.
I swear to you, 40 years old for ladies is the new 25. Like,
Yep.
every girl, every person that you see that's in their 40s, like, God damn it. they're glowing. They
But
look
where
great.
where does that perspective come from? Is it just the celebrities that are that age that are still banging, or?
No, I know a lot of
40-year-old women.
The one we were just talking about.
Yeah.
That we worked with.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's like in her 30s, almost 40s, and she's a doll,
dude.
She's shining. So and you're financially stable at for the most part. So it's like you're really just on your glow up right now, aren't you? 20-some-year-old girls are just ratchet.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. They got nothing to lose, man.
That's why I always date older.
Always date up.
Yeah,
always date up.
I do at least, but
yeah.
I think I've dated one person younger than me, and that did not last very long.
Yeah.
I just
and it's like I can't keep up with you youngins.
You youngins. I can't keep up. Keep running. But yeah, so it's been a fun first week for all three of us. It seems like.
Very
we didn't have skills last week, so there was really nothing for us to do.
Yeah.
Should we do skills this week?
Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, again.
Another week.
Continue surviving.
We'll check in next week. Let you know how it's going.
Yeah, right.
Dude, we should make some products to sell online, like some of your stuff.
Yeah. Or we could do more stuff for this.
Yeah.
More merchandise and shit for this too. Yeah. Come up with a new collection, the quarantine collection.
Yeah. The shizzle.
Oh, yeah. We had a little bit of playtime not that long ago, and I just recently downloaded to edit and stuff that footage that we got from playing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, because I was worried about that going away, but yeah, I got some gameplay footage and stuff that we're going to be putting up too.
Sick. And that'll be on what we played this week.
Yeah, and we can even plug it in the middle and do it like what we did this week kind of thing.
Fuck yeah, I'm in. Yeah, we'll just put it on all platforms.
You guys want to do what we watched this week?
Fuck yeah.
I was thinking about that because it would be a perfect time to watch that movie.
Yeah,
because
it would be.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
An apocalyptic style movie.
Yeah.
So I thought about maybe doing that too.
I'll see why not.
We have to get that other one up on Patreon.
Oh yeah, we can do it probably today actually.
So for those of you that don't know what we watched this week, at least the full versions. I don't know how we're going to play it out yet, but for the most part, we're going to be putting those onto our Patreon exclusive content. And then we'll be putting maybe shorter versions of it onto what we did or what we watched this week.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Or I mean, it'll be on what we learned this week, I think, right? We're going to keep
it'll be on here, but it'll be through Patreon though, right? For the exclusive content.
Yeah, so it'll be on Patreon's exclusive content for that for the most part. And then we might put like a short clip on what we learned this week.
That is totally fine. Yeah, we can put
just like a trailer clip, basically. But yeah, so we are working on bringing you guys more content for all of you lovely Patreon people out there. Patreon.com/WWLTW podcast. We are working on getting more stuff for you guys because we appreciate the hell out of you. You guys are keeping us paid during this too, which is fucking awesome, and we appreciate the fuck out of you for that.
Seriously, that's huge.
Any amount of money right now is great, and also. For those of you that are still working, this really only applies to like bars and restaurants, but this is a really cool idea that was told to me by a friend, and we started doing it at my work as well now too, and I think anyone should do it. If you are still working at a bar or restaurant, and you know most of them, like with us, they laid most of our people off temporarily, and there's only a couple of us still working.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do is, and what other companies are deciding to do is, any cash tips and stuff like that, and some places are doing like card tips too. We're taking all of those and putting them into a fund for all of our laid off employees.
Yeah.
So anyone that's laid off,
cool.
We're kind of just splitting that amount, and it's not a lot. It's not a lot of money at all, obviously, but
it's still something.
It's something that we can. So if you're still working and you're in that industry, strongly suggest doing that just to help out. You know, there's people out there that just aren't working right now. They can't. There's nothing that they're. I mean, obviously Target and stuff like that, or the retail stores are temporarily employing, which is great, but we don't know how much longer that'll be going on for and stuff too. So,
also,
I suggest doing it. It's just a good thing to help out.
Also, with that, there is a service industry like charity grant out there as well for people that lost their jobs in restaurants and bars. USBC, I think. Or
it's the Bartenders Guild or something like that.
I think USBG. I think that's right. But check it out. You can actually apply on there, and they said that they can get you like a little bit to cover bills and stuff like that. So I applied for it just because I was like, it says that you can be a bartender.
I don't know. I don't know if it applies to servers or all restaurant people. but I think because they were trying to discuss that, I think it should cover. Yeah, I think it covers both, like service industry parts. But yeah, definitely check that out. I think it's USBG. USBG, yeah.
If I can find the link, we could probably share that on the video.
For sure. So, yeah, definitely check them out, too, if you need assistance and everything. We're all going through it. Everybody's hurting, but my thought process is there's always going to be somebody in a worse situation, so I'm taking it with, with what I can. The crazy thing that I did see, like, you think about some of these other countries, like, that are affected, like Italy especially, those poor people, like... Well, it's going to be a long road to recovery for them.
Their entire country is based off tourism, so this time's fucked.
Well, and they have the highest infection rate and the highest death rate. Yeah, I mean, it's just wild.
Yeah, last week they passed China, and China's kind of plateaued.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's. I just don't know if they're reporting all of it.
That's true. I mean, that's true. You never know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Russia was caught not reporting all their stuff, right? Like there was a doctor that came out saying like the government is lying to you about how many cases there are.
Well, that makes sense. It's like North Korea: 1 case, next day 0 cases, next day 1 case, next day 0 cases.
It's fucked up.
It's
super fucked up.
But I watched a video yesterday, and it was on Instagram, and it was in Peru. This guy was out surfing, just by himself surfing, and he got arrested because he wasn't practicing the quarantine shelter in place.
Wait, he
got arrested.
He was surfing by himself?
But surfing by himself, but it's a shelter in place order, so you're not supposed to leave your house unless it's for groceries and stuff.
Shit.
And they arrested him.
Oh shit.
Took his board and everything. I was like, holy fuck.
Damn,
like
dude.
some of these other countries are
Give me my board, bro.
give me my fucking board, bro.
Oh, dude.
No, dude.
Not my board, bro.
You gotta strap it down properly, man.
Don't scratch the fins, bro. Oh, shit. Yeah, so some of these, I mean, we're pretty fortunate because we still have shelter in place orders, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
At least not yet, you know.
Yeah, well, at least we haven't heard any cases in Illinois yet.
Man, I'm getting so pissed off at those spring breakers down in Florida, though. Have you guys ever
Three of them tested positive, so there's going to be a fuckload more.
What?
Oh, they're just going crazy down there in Florida.
They're like, I'm not going to let Corona ruin my spring break, bro. And
so you know what Florida did? Florida said, fuck you, we're closing the beaches.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck yeah.
These people were like, I'm from Ohio. I'm from Michigan. I'm from Connecticut or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just all over the place. So
and
it's
they're
like
we don't care. We've waited.
For...
The one guy said, we've been waiting like 2 or 3 months for this. We don't care if we get Corona. I hope you die. I hope I hope that you go in the ocean and a shark bites you and you die. And I hope that shark's name in shark language is Corona.
That'd be kind of funny.
Die. You guys know that...
And don't blame the millennials for this. We're that generation. We aren't going out and doing that anymore. Our bills can't sustain that. This is the generation below us. This is that next one. These are the ones that are going out going, fuck the world, fuck us. You know.
I mean, to be fair, I could see our generation doing that when we were, their age as well.
Oh yeah.
But it's like for me, it's like I just look at them and I'm like, you got it.
Yeah, but we aren't right now because we're growner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
We're grown.
They also ate Tide Pods, so fuck them.
That's true.
Darwinism,
dude. That whole generation could just eat an ass.
They do.
They do. Yes,
we have to make this world better for the future, and then we look towards the future, and it's like,
maybe we just cut it off early.
Well, like my favorite memes that I've been seeing recently is like the time traveler ones, and it's like, poof, he comes in, a time traveler appears, like, what year is this? 2020. His face, Michael Scott, like,
I've seen ones where it was like, have the dead started rising yet? The what?
The what? No, my absolute favorite memes right now are like, this year can't possibly get any worse, and then it shows April, and it's like Terminators or like aliens.
Man.
I'd welcome aliens, man.
Seriously, the first 3 months have been fucked of this year.
Fucking brutal, man.
Yeah,
like
man. Hat trick.
Literally, it's just been one. We're like, God damn it! There's no way it gets worse, and then it just fucking gets worse.
I'm just waiting for the curtain to drop, and then it'd be like, kind of just
you're all
like
in a simulation,
giant puppet, like the Truman Show or something. Like
something.
It's the Truman Show written by complete assholes.
You made it.
You made it.
Like, okay, what's my consolation prize?
It's like if Impractical Jokers took over the Truman Show. Yeah, just to see how far they could fuck with people.
God.
Like what do we have? The Australian fires. We had locusts.
Yeah.
We've had coronavirus. We've had
potential World War III.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you guys hear that China now also has a new reported mutation of the bird flu?
Yeah. I didn't see if that was a real report or if that was fake news.
I'm not sure.
I didn't see yet. So because I did see that report, but we'll see if that.
It's funnier a second time.
Well, good thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Good thing we're all in quarantine already, so it's not going to spread as far. But
until we have the birdemic come through here.
Fucking birdemic.
The movie was right. You know what?
It's all because of global warming.
Another thing I will say, which has been a shining little glimmer of light in this whole chaos, is that have you seen all the stuff that has been recovering? Less human activity.
Oh yeah,
like
pollution's
Venice,
dropped immensely.
Yeah, Venice, the canals have cleared up completely. They're all crystal clear now again. They're not cloudy anymore. They were saying wildlife was returning to areas that it hadn't been in a decade. I mean,
shit.
Yeah.
China's almost completely clear of smog right now.
Yeah, they had after the first month they had a 33% reduction in CO2 emissions in the air.
Isn't this a line in Endgame where Captain America's talking to Black Widow? It's I saw some whales in the canal.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing. Dolphins were going into canals that they had not been seen in, or they were going to the Venice canals and shit. Jesus. And it was you know what? Maybe we just quarantine us for a little bit longer, just a couple more months.
Save the fucking
see what
planet
happens.
first. See what happens.
I'm okay
cut half the population.
If we just cut a third out.
Get Thanos in here.
Yeah,
He's got the right idea.
Maybe a quarter. We'll cut a quarter of the population. That's a large chunk we could cut out.
Yeah.
Be all right.
If I was Thanos, would be like.
Oh.
Does he snap for each individual person?
He's got a 12-hour loop on YouTube.
He just.
Is that kid that does Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell?
Oh my god.
Have you ever seen the rest of his videos?
Yeah, he does all kinds
It's
of ones.
amazing.
Yeah.
What's he do?
He does. He snaps to the song, to songs.
Tons of different songs. It's just this little Asian dude. Is he Japanese?
I don't know if he's Japanese, Chinese.
Maybe, but he snaps to every
to
song.
Yeah. He does
All these
Jingle
songs,
Bells.
Okay.
every song,
I might have to check
all
that
these
out.
songs. It's awesome.
Have you guys seen those people that can flick their cheeks and make different sounds with it? Go,
Dude,
Imagine that's gotta hurt at some point.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Just bruise your
you
cheeks.
get meaty
Meaty
cheeks.
big, meaty,
meaty cheeks.
All these SpongeBob references, man.
Dude, I have 2 children at my house.
Yeah.
I'm watching a lot of SpongeBob recently.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Oh God, the horror.
Actually, no, I was fucking because
I'm sure that's got to give G5 a lot of business, though.
We had a
I'm
guy.
showing them the old stuff. So
nice.
they used to watch.
We
as
had a
kids.
guy
Yeah.
call in the other day, and he's like, "You guys sell 4-packs?" This is seriously what he sounds like. He goes, "You guys sell 4-packs?" And I go, "Yeah, dude, we sell 4-packs." He goes, "Good, because if I have to watch Frozen 2 one more fucking time, I'm gonna blow my brains out." Holy shit! Okay, bud. I think Brittany took that call actually.
Well, they released Frozen 2 on Disney Plus conveniently for the apocalypse.
Conveniently.
And so, yeah, I've had to watch that twice.
You know
so
what
far
else
this
has
week.
gotten released? Every single season of The Simpsons on Disney Plus.
Really?
Yep.
Shit.
Been watching it.
Nice.
Yep.
I think I'd just be interested to see the animation change.
Oh my God.
Because
we played season 1. When do you think season 1 of The Simpsons came out?
that was what,
1991?
False.
No, it was late
1980?
80s. I know that.
False.
What?
1990.
1983
What the
was the
Early 80s.
first season.
Oh, shit.
Are you shitting me?
My God,
I knew it was in the
animation
80s.
levels.
Dude. I can picture the palette that they use for everything.
There wasn't one. You had
It's like-
4 colors.
Yeah.
Choose.
Choose
Dude.
yellow,
Well, it was yellow,
occasionally
pink,
gray.
or blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yellow, pink, blue,
And green.
Green, yeah, pretty much.
Have you guys ever listened to
Cheyenne
the song
Range.
"Summertime" performed by Janis Joplin? Holy shit, she sounds like Marge Simpson.
Really?
What?
Can I show you?
Janis
Can I show
Joplin?
you? Can I play a clip of it really quick? I'll find it. It'll take 2 seconds.
All right.
Yeah,
Fine.
please.
It's absolutely hilarious.
If we get
I'm a sucker, dude.
demonetized,
I'm
you're
a sucker
paying
for
me
rap.
I'll play under 15 seconds of it. But yeah, you guys keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, I've always been a sucker for deep, raspy female vocalists.
Like that
it's
smoker's
awesome.
cough.
Hey, she
kinda.
was part of the 27 club, right?
Was she?
I'm pretty sure.
She
Janis
died
Joplin?
at
Might
the.
have,
Was it 27 or 25? 27.
27. I'm pretty sure.
but yeah, like Amy Winehouse, like that classic, just low.
Oh, yeah, I loved her
low.
voice.
Oh, I love her voice. I have 7 of her songs on my
Hell yeah.
Spotify playlist.
But yeah, like even what is it? In This Moment, or
Oh, with Cindy Lou Who?
no, that's Pretty Reckless.
Oh, right.
But But what was in this moment? What was? Yeah, I think it's like a rock band.
Yeah.
But the chick is like she's on she's on the radio all the time. But yeah, she got an awesome fucking voice. Awesome. She's like it's just rock. Like it's intense.
Nice.
She like yells and shit, and it's pretty dope.
I mean, it's part of rock is yelling.
Well, yeah, but like it's like I don't know. It's a weird.
Have you heard any of Ozzy's new songs?
Mm-mm.
Fuck, they're good, man.
Are they?
I'm gonna be honest, like they're fucking good. The one Jason Momoa dresses up like Ozzy and remakes of.
Oh hell yeah!
Marge Simpson.
Oh my god.
That's Marge. That's Marge. Yeah, no, she does a.
That's awesome.
Or I'm sorry, Ozzy does a new one of his new songs. Jason Momoa dresses up like him and remakes one of his classic music videos.
That's badass.
And it's fucking awesome. Huge shout out to Ozzy because he's got Parkinson's. So.
Does he?
Ozzy?
Yeah, that he just
shit.
confirmed it on the release of this most recent album. That's what he was. Because you could tell, like, there was something in the album, like, because he came out with a song that was, like, his ode to Sharon and, like, her sticking by him through addiction and, like, helping him out of the dark places and everything like that. So you kind of knew, and, like, all of his songs seemed, like, very, very meaningful about his life and reflection on himself. And you were like, something's got to be up here. And then I think he came out and said that I think it's Parkinson's that he said he has.
Man,
Yeah,
that's sad to hear.
Yep. So
because I know he made a comment.
He ain't got a whole
months
much.
ago.
He ain't got a whole lot longer. It sounds like so
really
a couple
sucks,
years
man.
maybe.
Jesus.
So that's why he's releasing this album, which is fucking and he's fucking killing it, man. He sounds so good in this new album.
That's probably when Rapture's gonna happen, man.
When Ozzy dies.
When Ozzy dies,
man, when
the
Keith-
gates to hell are gonna open.
When Keith Richards and Betty White die, that's.
Betty White's never gonna die.
Betty White will never die.
Well, Keith Richards has been here since the beginning of the universe. So.
Yeah.
Betty White is death.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers died the other day.
Dude.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
81? 81 he died?
Damn.
Yeah. Kenny Rogers. Who was it that used to do the fucking the fake Kenny Rogers impersonations? This was like the maybe early 2000s. Who the fuck was that did that all the time? It wasn't Jackass. Who did that?
No, it was
God damn it. I gotta look it up.
fuck, that's gonna bother the shit out of me. Because I know it. I can picture.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Oh my god. Damn it.
It was like on a TV show or something.
Yeah.
Mad TV. Mad TV
Is it
used to
Mad
do it
TV?
all the time. Yeah. And it was Jackass that did it with him. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It was Kenny Rogers Jackass. That's what it was. I thought so. It was Frank. He did the impersonation of George Bush.
yeah.
Frank Caliendo.
Yeah.
He does all the impersonations. Impressions. Yeah, it was him. He did Kenny Rogers. And oh fuck, he used to be so good.
He was really good at those goddamn impressions.
He's still touring, I think.
Is he
doing
really?
impressions?
Oh, I didn't even know that he was still doing stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Why not, right?
Fuck it, dude.
Fuck it. There's always new people to impersonate.
Oh yeah.
Man, speaking of tours, there's so many goddamn shows that I was going to see this year that
I know.
all got canceled.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, I spent so much money on these tickets.
So all my favorite stuff got canceled.
Yeah.
World Surf League is canceled now until May. They first canceled the Open, which is the Gold Coast Open. For those of you that don't know, the Gold Coast is fucking phenomenal surfing. It's got some of the best tubes on there. No,
Tubes.
they canceled that one. They didn't even postpone it. They canceled it, and now they can't. And I know they've canceled all the other sports too. But
Well, they canceled
fuck me,
NHL,
dude.
which I'm really
everything
pissed about.
It pissed me off, but whatever. Fuck it. But the NFL's going crazy on trades right now, which is insane.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's going to Tampa Bay, which is cool.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't even see
Tampa
that.
Bay. He's a buck. Yeah, it's awesome. But, yeah, it's just weird. Just a wild time.
It's a weird time.
Yeah. I was going to say something else. The fuck was I going to talk about?
Probably some bullshit. I don't
Damn it. It was bullshit, too. And that's the best part. What were we talking about just before this?
know.
Well, initially, like how we
World
were
Surf
spending.
League.
That was a deep burp, man.
Kenny
Yeah.
Rogers, World Surf League. I'm having a fucking 8.4% beer.
This is a strong beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fucking slammed.
Happy birthday.
Get your beers today at the G5's
Yeah, buddy.
Brewing Company.
We're drinking number 9.
Because now you know where I work. Number 9, drink that one. That's the one to drink.
It's good stuff.
Actually, they're all really good.
They're all delicious.
Love 'em.
Very, very, very.
And we're not changing them until after the quarantine, so they're all going to be the same numbers.
Nice.
You can also go to g5brewing.com, g5brewing.com. our full menu is on there as well.
Yeah.
We are doing carry out. No entrees, just beers to go and appetizers and pizzas and burgers.
Yes.
Boom.
Good stuff.
Oh, the pizzas are so fucking good.
So there you go, Eric. I know you're watching this, and I gave you the shout out you deserve.
Shout out to Eric.
I gave you the shout out. Where's my raise?
Oh my god.
Just kidding. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Appreciate all of you.
Love you guys.
Love you. But yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What else we got?
So we should talk about stuff that we're gonna do after the apocalypse.
I just remembered. Sorry, I just remembered the thing I
Kayaking.
was gonna bring. Oh yeah, lots of kayaking.
Have you seen my kayak?
Oh yeah.
I've
bought
seen
a
pictures of it. I
kayak.
haven't seen it in person. So.
Yeah, it's awesome. We both got kayaks this year now. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
kayaks.
And we both bought roof racks so we can kayak whenever the fuck we want
Ooh,
now.
that's awesome, man.
Excited. But I remember.
Kayaks.
Kicks.
I remember what I was gonna bring
It's
up.
gonna
Have
look
you
so
guys
fucking weird.
ever watched?
Top of the.
Oh, on top of the Echo.
Yeah.
His kayak's longer than his car. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like a 10.
awesome.
It's a 10.6.
10.4.
Was it? I thought it was a
10.4 or
10.6.
10.6.
Yeah,
Might
I
be a
think it was-
10.6. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long. It's a fucking.
It's a nice
kayak, and you got it for a steal too, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
All thanks to Dick's.
big old dicks.
Yeah.
Sporting
Dicks.
goods.
Gotta love them.
Gotta love dicks.
Dick's and
Um,
Sporting Goods.
Have you guys ever
Not a
watched
sponsor.
Leon Lush on YouTube?
I've heard that name before.
It's like a bigger dude. Kind of looks like you almost, actually. Like just a big, stocky dude with a
dude,
beard. But he always calls out, like, he did one on, like, that Whoa Vicky chick. He's done one on, like, Daniel Bergoli. He's done, like, all these, like, YouTube sensations, and he just calls them out and talks shit. But, like, jokingly. Like, Rice Gummies talk shit about and all these guys, right?
Oh,
So-
he's like the super jack dude.
He's
like-
decently jacked, yeah.
He's like, all right.
He's got a monkey as his mascot. It's like a toy monkey as his mascot.
Oh, I'm thinking of the skater.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
This
where he like calls the dudes out and he goes to
Yeah.
like where their skate spots are.
No. This guy just does like he just calls out like online online influencers kind of thing and just talks shit, but it's like in good fun. And he's
Yeah.
friends with some of them, but the one he just called out. So it was supposed to be like this super pretentious chick and she created this YouTube channel, and she's like this rich girl, and he's like, there's like. This girl is so fucking pretentious. Like, she's hitting... This could be a parody, basically, is what he was saying. Like, this could be a parody. It's so spot on. Like, she was... B-roll of her and her jet. And then, like, at this private... at her house. And, like, just super shallow talking. And, like, trying to act deep. And it's not deep at all.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is fucking ridiculous, right? He calls her out. So now... development in the story I watched last night. So she came out with another video. That the first one was like a trailer of her YouTube channel. Then he's like, oh my god, she came out with another one, and he's watching it, and he's like, dude, this is like ridiculous. Like, she's literally hitting all of the key points for if somebody was making fun of a rich kid on YouTube. Like, he's like, so he commented on the video and said parody on point. Then another video comes out, and it says, my response to Leon Lush. And it's not really, she never says his name directly. She just kind of says, like, haters and stuff like that. All of a sudden, all the fans start doing, like, digging on this stuff. It's a game. It's like an alternate reality game. So this chick is not, like, she's playing this part, but it's a game based on a play called I Am Sophie, which in the play, it's this girl that's pretending to be this rich chick named Sophie because she kidnapped the real Sophie. And so then all these other videos start coming out of like this chick getting like kidnapped and like being in distress and somebody taking her spot. And he like got roped into this screenplay.
That's way too meta.
He's like
fucking nuts.
He's like looking at the comments in this latest video. It just came out yesterday. He's like looking through the comments and like somebody starts to explain everything. Oh shit! Did I stop recording? Oh no, I didn't. Okay,
good.
sorry. I thought I clicked something.
That's
on accident.
fucking. That is so badass.
So then he's like reading through one of the comments and somebody's like pinpointing exactly like how he got accidentally roped into a whole screenplay of a game now, and he just like looks at the camera and he goes and just takes his headphones off and starts to walk away. He's like, Like, people think I'm involved in this, and I'm not. Like, I was doing my normal show and have now been because now they wrote in a character into this fucking YouTube channel, and the character's just called Hate. And it's like this shadow figure that follows Sophie around.
What the fuck?
And it's supposed to represent, they think, Leon.
That's fucking
It is wild, dude. It is wild. Like,
that's so badass.
That's the most meta-ass thing that you could possibly think of. Like, what?
That's like accidentally stumbling across a crime
Like, they
scene.
baited him. They baited him into it, knowing that he would respond.
That is the best way to get somebody involved with your shit, even though they don't want to.
Yeah.
Dude. Just be like, oh, hey, like, we wrote a character about you, and now we're
And
gonna
talk about
he's
fucking
not even mad.
PR.
He's not
Like,
mad
no,
about
you
it. He's
can't
just
be mad.
he's just like,
It's
this
just
is. He's like, they literally. He's flat out says, he's like, they literally laid the trap, and I walked right into it.
Dude.
He's like, this is. Yeah, they're genius.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're geniuses.
That is so fucking
So yeah,
badass.
if you get the chance, go watch Leon Lush, Leon space Lush on YouTube. All of his videos are fucking top tier, but yeah, the new ones, it's like pretentious rich girl, I think, or like his newest episode was I tricked by an ARG, and it's his response to all of it, but it's just. Is intense. That's wild.
There are some
dude.
YouTube channels out there that just do some ingenious shit like that. I don't. Oh my god, that's weird.
Yeah, that's badass, dude.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Was there still coffee in that cup?
No.
Oh.
Yep. Why are you going so tall on me there, boss?
My back hurts. I'm like slumping.
Yeah, these aren't really like the best.
Well,
chairs
I'm
to be
not
sitting in,
helping
but
myself because I've got like a foot of space behind me, but I'd be out of frame.
I got my foot in your ass.
I'm scooting back to look smaller.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate
Ooh,
you.
depth. Nice.
Depth perceptions.
I look skinny.
So before we end this episode,
You are skinny.
you are.
No, I'm not.
Before we end this episode, do we want to do challenges for the week or skills for the week?
Yeah, I think that'd
Yeah?
be kind of fun because we got all this free time now to go do
Might
some
as
shit at
well,
home.
right?
I mean,
We know we're
might
gonna
as well do
record,
something.
so we might as well. What do you guys got for it? I've got one. It's not a healthy one, but I've got one.
What's yours?
I want to completely unlock all the places on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 or Underground
Nice.
2.
Oh, they meant Pro Skater, 'cause I have Pro Skater
on
2, we can do that.
PlayStation, on the
Yeah.
PlayStation
PS2.
2, right
Jesus.
here. Yep, I want to do that. That's like my like little bullshit goal because
Yeah.
like I have all this time, I might as well. So I want to do that.
Okay.
And then what else could I do? I could what's a better one? I watched this video that hit me in my heart bone. So kind of want to learn my penis. Gross. It was
What else do you call a dick? A hard bone.
a heart bone. Yeah. I kind of want to learn like basic sign language.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because the video I
You
watched,
sign it
like
off,
this
or-
poor guy, like, did you watch that going through the drive-through?
The drive-through. Yeah.
This poor fucking
I
guy.
I just had this conversation the other day.
Yeah, I feel like I want to learn basic sign language.
I think it's
just to help.
necessary.
Like this guy went to the drive-through. He's a vlogger. Him and his girlfriend are vloggers, and it's basically like she can hear, he can't.
Oh.
And so it's basically them going through like what normal life is like. They went through a drive-through of a McDonald's, and two of the people in the drive-through thought he was faking it.
Yeah.
And made him pull around. And the one guy was really great. The one guy
Yeah.
actually tried to help. He didn't know what to do. He was just kind of thrown into the situation. He was trying to help as much as he can. And he comes back at the end of the video and goes, dude, I am so sorry that this took so long. Obviously, he can't hear him.
Right.
So he's like trying to type it. And he's like, I'm so sorry this took so long. Like, they threw your food out. And I had to reorder it and fucking stare it down and then grab it and bring it out to you.
What the fuck?
I was like, that is nuts, dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, and the gentleman that was deaf, he said, you know, all it takes is someone to learn basic sign language.
Yeah.
Just basic stuff.
I mean, like-
and I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
probably
whole
do
purpose of like fast food restaurants having like numbers on their fucking combos? Like,
Yeah.
like
Well,
I
and
want
Starbucks
one
did
number
a
two and then
Starbucks
one
did
number
a great
three.
thing by, you know, doing the screens now. So
Oh,
they have the
absolutely.
big giant screens,
Yeah.
and they always have. Well, usually they have someone there that knows either advanced or basic sign language, so that they can interpret it for them. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's nuts. So I just want to
Yeah.
do my part and maybe learn. I want to learn some sort of language anyways, so I might as well do sign language.
That'd be cool.
Well, then it's nice in like a crowded room. Like if you can't like actively communicate with someone,
If we all learn it, we could have our own language.
dude.
Well, not our own language,
Well,
but
nobody else
basically
knows sign
nobody else in
language.
the fucking
Yeah.
room's gonna know. You know what shit we could talk about, people?
Yeah, dude.
Just
Look at this fucking asshole.
Over here.
Dude, yeah, Macarena.
No, I think that's actually going to tie into what I was planning on doing this week as well. I want to spend at least an hour a day on Duolingo.
Yeah, dude, Duolingo.
So I learned Japanese back when I was in high school and college because I was an international business major, and I haven't done too much shit with Japanese. So I'm like, I need to probably practice with that shit.
Brush up.
Yeah. So I'm going to practice my language stuff.
I've done Spanish a couple times. I know some.
Yeah.
I know some words in Spanish. I got into it for a little bit.
I learned more Spanish working like out in the world
Yep.
than I did actually in class.
I learned a
couldn't focus
shitload in
class.
construction, but it was not stuff that would be pertainable to anything else in regular.
I learned mine in kitchens, so I learned a lot of shit in kitchens.
Yeah.
So
Makes
like,
sense.
like the term chupu chupu, which means sucking dick.
Suck a dick. Suck a dick. Yeah, I think I'm going to just focus on language. And obviously still reading and everything, but learning some languages and stuff. I do something productive with my life.
No, most definitely.
That's going to be part one of my goal, but I also want to... I'm going to make enough money this week through web design that I'm going to be able to get a new laptop next week.
Oh, there you go.
My laptop is shitting out of me hard.
Yeah, that's...
real hard.
Welcome to why I got this big, powerful cunt.
I have this like 2013, 2014 HP
It's a whole lot of cunt.
And like, literally I have to press the keyboard section down because it keeps popping up.
Oh.
And also it shuts down every like hour or two, so I have to take the entire thing apart, take the battery out, reconnect the SD drives and shit like that, and then tie it all back in together. Now I have another hour that I can work on it.
I'm going to be really honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to promote them, but I've switched over to them recently, and I've been supremely happy with the performance.
Oh, with Apple? Oh, I've used
just
MacBooks
telling
before.
you,
They're
man.
fantastic, but I just don't have the MacBook kind of money right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
trust me, I didn't either.
I'm looking into getting the Lenovo Yoga.
Rent a center.
Lenovo. Rent a center. I just did the Apple card, and I got a huge percentage off.
I'm not gonna fuck with the Rent a Center right now. I'd rather just pay my shit off and have it done. So
yeah.
But yeah, so it brings me back. If you guys want websites, hit me up.
Yeah, dude.
And they're
Like I
top
said,
quality, man.
link in the description.
Top notch.
So we'll end the episode, and we'll go right into our live, huh?
Yeah,
Got nothing else to do. Fuck it up. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us on another quarantine episode.
Yeah.
We'll be here next week, probably in another quarantine episode. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Please subscribe. We've gained a huge following and subscribers in the last month, and we would like to keep that growing. Cool. We went up by 13 in 20 some days.
We should have
subscribers.
We should have a campfire episode at my place next week.
Campfire episode. I'm down.
I have a huge yard with a fire pit. I'll buy a cooler full of beer.
Cooler full of beer and a campfire. Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's supposed to be real nice on Monday, too. It's supposed to be like 58 degrees and sunny.
We should get them in this Monday.
Right?
Yeah,
It's snowing out. But yeah, thank you. Like and subscribe on our YouTube. Like us on Facebook, of course, Road to 1K. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/WWLTW podcast. Check out our merch, which is in the link in the description below. It's a Teespring website. You can get a mug with all mugs on it. You can get T-shirts. You can get socks. You could get yoga pants. You could get sweatshirts. You could get hoodies. You could get quarantine masks. We should do quarantine masks. That would be hilarious.
There's already a shortage.
I know. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. Just kidding. But yeah, thank you again for joining us.
Yeah.
And
actually, make sure that you leave a like and a comment as well, because we'd like to hear what you got to
Yes.
say.
Yes, please leave a
we want to make
comment.
sure you guys are all right. So just reach out to us and say hi.
Yeah.
We miss you guys.
Let us know how your quarantine is going. Please. We want to know. What are you doing your first week of quarantine?
We're curious.
Are you going knuckin' futz like the rest of us?
Yes.
I'm going nugget.
But anyways, thank you guys very much. Bye.